$36,500. So if you think in layers or steps like that, it makes things a little more realistic. $36,500, I'll tell you, that is extremely doable, period. I think that's an extremely doable number. Hey everyone, welcome. It's Mike, the Golden State Picker. Another exciting day. So today is Tuesday. I'm trying to make as many videos as I can. I'm going to see if I can get some more out there, some more what sold, what we found, all that kind of stuff. Little tidbit at the front, nothing really long today at the front, but I just thought I'd give you a couple of pointers out here, or at least one pointer. This is kind of interesting. I was thinking about this, and I'm not a big numbers guy. I do the numbers because I want to show people what can be done. That's the numbers, but I don't fret over it every day. You hear me talk about that all the time. And I was driving, you know, when you're driving, sometimes you're always thinking about things, right? And I like to listen to music sometimes on the radio, but I like to listen to YouTube things too. It's kind of like a podcast basically, right? YouTube. And so get some inspiration from other people that I watch on YouTube. And it's a good time to do it in the car, in between hopping to Goodwill, Savers, all that kind of stuff. But I was thinking, you know, if you're new to reselling, or even if you've just been a year or two, and you want to break it down a little bit and kind of give yourself a positive boost, that's what this is all about. Is how do you trick your mind into being just positive all the time on things? And that's such a big key. It's motivation, right? So what motivates you to get to a certain level? And here's something to think about. So I went back to a video that I just did when I showed you my numbers. I'll put that up here if I remember, and in the description if I can remember. And it shows you my numbers. If you've not watched all my videos, you watch that one and it'll show you my net, my gross, everything. So I looked at my net eBay, just eBay. And I wanted to see what was up with that. And what I came up with was, I had 274 days that in this particular video that we were looking at. I did 91,000 net, 91,000 net. And if you divide that out, it comes out to $334 a day net. That's net minus my cost of goods from eBay. So I'm just trying to give you a general idea there of so let's call it 300. Just to round it down a little bit. But if you take it and look at it like this, think of selling and making net $100 a day on eBay. That's $36,500 for that amount. Now double that. Think about 200, right? Now 200 is $73,000, right? 73,000. Now take my 300, okay? Now I'm a little bit higher than that, but go ahead and take 300, and you come up with 109,500. So if you think in layers or steps like that, it makes things a little more realistic. $36,500, I'll tell you, that is extremely doable, period. I think that's an extremely doable number of $100 net. I think that almost if you took and you just stuck to the principles that we talk about as resellers, the simple things, if you do that, you do $36,500. That is a nice part-time little income. You know, you wouldn't have to do a whole lot to get to that. I'm not trying to say that it's going to be easy, but if you're smart about it and you're a good area and you're a good little picker, $36,500 net is pretty doable, I think. Personally, I think so. So, think in those terms, then take it to the next level, then take it to the next level. Let everything just kind of build and build. That's how it goes. So, start here, 36.5, 73, 109. Something to think about, That's kind of how I think, guys. I mean, I'm always thinking like that. When I'm in the car, I'm always thinking about things, what I can do to make it better for me, better down the road. That's how I'm looking. All right, know that. Let's go look at some things. Let's look at some books. Let's look at some other just stuff. We're going to look at a little bit of everything. Interesting day at the book bin. Today was a little bit older book bin. And I want to show you just in general, again, a little bit of everything. So here's some books. This is the famous author Isaac Asimov. And this is Prelude to Foundation. I find him all the time in these bins. And this particular book is a hardbound book. So hardbound book. This guy here will probably only sell for about 15 to 20 bucks, but it goes towards my overall purchase of the bins, which I pay $100 for, $100. So this one's Isaac Asimov. You got to know your key authors, right? The key authors you need to know, the Stephen Kings, the Isaac Asimov. I'm going to show you a couple more down here, and you'll start making money if you do these bins like I'm doing. Here is Longfellow, okay? And this is Longfellow's Poems Complete. And what is very interesting about this particular book is I think it's 1877. 1877. Think about that. I'm holding about a 150-year-old book. And it's in really, really nice condition. Now, I'm not going to get a ton for this one. You want first editions. That's when you really can make some good money. So you got to keep looking because you just never know when one's going to pop up on you. This guy is about probably $25 to $30. $25 to $30. Not a ton, but it should sell. Because what I like to do is I like to take my books and make sure they sell. I don't want to hold these around. I'm not going to build me a big old fancy library. These are going. So I will price them very competitively to get them out. Here's another one. You know the title, Pilgrim's Progress, okay? And that's by John Bunyan. Not Paul Bunyan, but John. That might be his brother. Oh, I'm sorry. Bad joke. Bad joke. And this one, again, is another very old book. It has an inscription on here. Mary Sanford, I think, and it's March 3rd, 1886. So we know that this book is at least that old. And I think this one is going to show us, there's always these little pages like this here on these books. These little, like this. And this one is 1875. 1875. Another 150-year-old book in my hand. Not much. Probably the same thing, about 30 bucks, but still $30. One last one, The Life of John Wesley. And this is by John Telford. Another $25 to $30 book. This is like, I think, 1950. I'm not positive on this one. But in fair condition, but still, it will sell. And I left this last one for last because it's just interesting. You get kind of fooled by the name, but I love the cover. It's like somebody had to put the cover together here. It tells you fold A, size A, third, put this part on. It's just strange. And then here's you can see the name on here. And the name on this one is Gospel Preacher Franklin. And you open it up, and the name on the inside, the author, is Benjamin Franklin. It's not the Benjamin Franklin you think. It's somebody else. But this is an older book right here. Same thing, 1800s. But what's really killer about this and interesting about it is this one is the 11th edition of this book in 1873. So there were 10 prior editions to this 1873 dated book. So there are 3 books, 150 years old for each book that I found. And I sell them. This one will be a little bit more. I think this one will be about $50. And so 50 bucks for that one. Very cool. Now to show you some other things I find in the bin, because it's just kind of crazy, right? So I find albums in the bin. There you go. Now there were a bunch of other like orchestral type ones, classical. I don't know those, and they are really, really tough to look through. So if it looks interesting, I might look it up. But believe it or not, there were a couple in there that caught my attention. And this I wanted to show you is Jethro Tull, Original Masters. Now, why I'm showing it to you is not because it's a $400 record. Is I want to give you an idea about albums and what you're looking for. Now, this one is still in the cellophane. It's open, so it's new, but it's in the cellophane. And there's a sticker here. They call that a hype sticker, H-Y-P-E. And the original price from Tower Records is $7.99. And it has SFO. So this came from San Francisco Tower Records. That helps, those 3 things help bring a little more value to this. It's in excellent condition. So instead of maybe, let's say $15 to $17, I'll get 25, I think. So you're looking for those kind of things on albums, that kind of stuff. You're also looking for, you know, certain artists. Now, this is not a big seller, but it is in cellophane. It has the original price up here. This is Roy Buchanan. And if you don't know who Roy Buchanan is a blues guitarist. And Roy was just like most of these, a lot of these rockers, a tragic figure, alcoholic, all that kind of stuff. And he ended up taking his own life, very young age, but an incredible, incredible guitar player. So Roy Buchanan. Now, I did buy one at Savers. I'm going to show you this one, and there's only one reason why, and I'll explain in a minute. Now, that is Bob Dylan. I love Bob Dylan. I think Bob Dylan is really just incredible. Now, this album, the reason I'm showing it to you is because it's my father's song that he got me turned on to Bob Dylan with. And the song is, what is it? Lay, Lady, Lay. So every time I see this album, I pretty much buy it. Paid $1.99. Today is 30% off, so it comes out to about $1.50. It's about a $25 album. It's in really, really good shape. So there's Bob Dylan. So I bought one album today. That was it. And found two albums. Now, inside the bin, I also find stuff like this, DVDs and video games. Super Mario Brothers. I just sold one yesterday, so it's about 20 bucks. And we talked about this. These are not as much as they were under COVID, but still $20. Now, this is a good one, Dragon Ball Z. This particular one might get me 29. I think I'm going to get about 29. So right there is 59. Add up the books, and you're looking at 100, so 160. And you got, I think, an album. You got about $185 in just those items on that bin that cost me $100. So I'm going to make that bin pay for itself. And the books I found, which weren't a lot, but they're still a good amount, are going to be going into Amazon, and I consider that as pure profit. Now, I am going to put something up here. I got to remember to do this, but I want to show you the power of Amazon too today. I was out in the field and I had the app, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I look at my Amazon sales, and I noticed this big jump of like 500 bucks. And I thought to myself, I go, well, what's sold for $500? I don't have anything in there for $500. And for some reason, I can't figure out how to look up the item on my app. It bugs the crud out of me, you know. So I got to come home and look and see what's sold. So I got home, and this is what I found. I'm going to show you the two items. I had bought two old Malibu lighting kits, 10-piece lighting kits from Malibu, the Malibu Lighting Company, and I had put them in over the summer, and I thought, okay, you know, they should sell. Well, I forgot about them until today when they sold. One person bought both of them, $249, so $500 for those two lighting kits that I paid. I think, as I remember, one was $12 and one was $15, as I remember, but that's all I paid for them. And so that's the power of Amazon. I would not have gotten that money on eBay. Now, Amazon is going to ship those and take care of all that. But I just wanted to show you that, to kind of show you the power of Amazon. So there's a $500 day right there, right? Just on Amazon. Now you add eBay in, and you can see where I'm going. So you're going to have, you know, we talk about these slow periods, right? Which are, we all struggle with those, right? So you might do a $700 day, then a $200 day, then a $600, then a $400, and it just goes up and down. That's why you can't look at it every day. You go kind of crazy. Just focus on that process, focus on what you're doing, and everything will work out. That's like today. It's like, it hasn't been that great. You know, sales have been, all of a sudden, boom, there you go. One drops in your lap. All right, let's get on to what else we found. I wanted to show you this. These are heavier than, these things are like lifting 30-pound dumbbells, but they're not. This is about 20 pounds, I think. These are grandfather clock weights, and I paid $4 at Goodwill. So these are they're not light. These are grandfather weights. I'm going to get $50 to $60 for these three weights. Now, it should go in something flat rate, I hope. I know it will, one of the two. We'll figure it out. I'd love to shove it in a padded flat rate and do something with that, but we'll have to see. That's $8.75. By the way, it's gone up from $8 to $8.75, right? Inflation, beware. All right, beware. So yeah, so don't forget to look for those. And oh, over here, this little guy. Look at this. Picked this baseball glove up. Now, I paid $3 for this guy. Honey Hole thrift store. I went back there today because I reversed my route. I said, let's just go back again, see what happened. And I found this. And now, not that great a seller, but I love old mitts. And this one's from Japan, and it's Trophy. It just says Trophy, but it's made in Japan, and it's broken in, and it's old, and it's only $3. And catcher's mitts, to break them in, those things are a bear. Those things are like stiff. This one's got, look at that pocket. Look at that. That ball, this has been used. That's why I love this type of stuff. I'm not going to get a ton of money, maybe $30, and it'll fit in a padded flat rate envelope, $8.75. Unless they drop the price to $8 later on. Well, I don't think they're going to do that. $8.75. Very, very cool. All right. Let me not mess up here. Let me dig down. I want to show you this one very cool item. And I will explain this story really quickly. Is that Savers today, Senior Tuesday, 30% off everything, right? Every single time you go into Savers on Tuesday, Senior Tuesday, the lines are going through the roof. You're probably seeing the video because I'm going to try and put the video over the top of this so you kind of can see what's going on. It's all the way to the back wall. And they got all these new self-checkers. So what happened was, I wasn't going to wait. I said, forget this. Now, this is another reason to network, right? Let me put this down. So I said to myself, let's see. I've got this nice couple, Emma and Paul. I said, Emma, do me a favor. Will you hold on to these 2 items for me? I'm going to come back around at the end of the day and I'll pick it up. That's because Paul and Emma stay there all day. They stay from basically 11 to 3:30. So they're there 4.5 hours. And so I came back around at like 3:20. She was worried, I think, where I was. And she had it in her cart. So this is it. This is the item. But I'm telling you, Savers is absolutely crazy on Tuesdays. They're busy all the time. But man, you saw that line. That's absolutely nuts. All right, there it is. Sony Betamax. Whoa, Sony Betamax. Super Beta Slow Motion. Super Beta Slow Motion. What do we pay for it? $7.99 minus the 30%. Had the power cord. That's a big plus. And the key to that is, how do you test it? We're going to make a new toolbox kit video pretty soon because I'm going to upgrade my toolbox and everything. And I kind of want to show you guys that. You got to have this cable on hand if you don't have it with the unit itself to test it. So I have cables, but that one came with it. But if not, you got to kind of keep collecting some of these cables. The other thing you need is you need a Betamax tape. Where do you get those? Obviously off eBay. So you get one. Now, unfortunately, the one I got, the last Betamax machine, what did it do? It ate my tape. So I'm out of luck. I'm going to order another one tonight. I'll be patient here and test this one. Power's on. It all looks really good. It's a Sony. So we'll test that one again. And if it works, we're going to get about $150. If it doesn't, we're going to get about $65 as parts. So you can't be afraid of selling those for parts too. So very, very cool. Very cool. All right. Woo! I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. All right. What do we sell? What do we sell? I'm sure I'll find something down here. All right. Right off the bat. Hey, Bibles, right? I tell you about Bibles. I sell them all the time. This was found in a book bin. This Bible here, $24 plus $6 shipping. $24 plus $6 shipping. I like selling Bibles, and people need them, and they're cheaper online through eBay than they are if you buy them from a bookstore and so forth. So some people, can't afford to go to a bookstore or can't find one, or they're not in their area. So pretty cool. All right, now, I think this is from Mary, my working friend who is on YouTube, and we got this one, I think, is a Marco Polo pet monitoring system. This guy sold for $105 plus $13. I gotta go back and look at my list, so I might be off on that, but I think this is that. And all of this dog stuff where it has electric fences and everything, can be worth some money. We sold another set with Mary, and that one sold for about 130, I think. So that's why I'm thinking this came from her. I'll double check it, and we'll make sure Mary gets her money. All right. Next up, where are we going? All right, simple little potty training DVD. It was in the book bin again. And this guy only got, I think, $15 plus free shipping. Again, you know, I don't mind taking this kind of stuff and just starts building to pay for all those bins. 15 bucks on that guy. All right, this one here is just a quick little easy pickup, a Sony PlayStation 4 camera setup. And this one got $36 plus $9. Picked these up, I think, for about $5 at Savers. This one, $5. And $36 plus $9 shipping. Hope to remember to put this one up here. I gotta remember it. But this is old postcards of the RMS Queen Mary. Inside here are 12 postcards of the Queen Mary, inside the Queen Mary. And that is, I think, in Long Beach, California right now. And you can see, very cool, very cool. This reminds me of the auction professor and Dawn up there. This is something that Dawn would sell. I didn't make much. This thing hung around, and I took $10 for this, plus I think $4.95 shipping. So not a ton of money, but you know, it doesn't take up a lot of storage, obviously. So pretty quick there, pretty quick. All right, this is a Belkin Switch. Now, this here is to show you something about Amazon. This went to Amazon. Originally, I was ungated in this little item. All of a sudden, they decide that, no, we're going to be gated on this. I don't know why. You can't ask anybody at Amazon. So you have an option of disposing of this and then basically kiss your money goodbye, or have them ship it back to you. So on this one, I had them ship it back to me because I knew I could eventually sell it, and I did. I sold it for $28 plus free shipping. Not gonna make a ton of money. It doesn't cost me a ton to ship it into Amazon. Probably of all things like 50 cents when you put it in with the books, that kind of thing. So it doesn't cost me a lot there, and then it cost me like not much to get it back either. So sold it and got my money back, plus a little bit of profit, Older electronic stuff like this can sell. If this was on eBay, I think I could have gotten about 60 to 65. All right. If you've watched another, this sold quickly. It's a Titleist, an old Titleist 3-wood head cover. Didn't get a ton of money for it, but I got some money for it. I think I got $11. I got $12 plus $4 shipping. Not much. We paid $5 for a lot of them. I think there are 5 in there. So this one's already paid for the lot. Now the rest is all pure profit. So pure profit on that. Where are we going? Oh, let's go over here. Ooh, all right. This guy here is Lemax. There we go, Lemax. And it's the Albies Pharmacy and Prescriptions one. This was brand new. Forget what I paid for it, but you know it was not much, $7 or $8, I believe. And the Lemax sold for $50 plus $22 shipping. Pretty straightforward. It's really nicely in that styrofoam. Put it in another box, and pretty much you're off and running on that. All right, let's go down here. I'm not going to take it out, but it is a Panasonic camcorder. Maybe I should take it out, give you a quick peek. There you go. Nice little Panasonic full HD camcorder with built-in memory, 32 gigabyte. You know, this took a while to sell. I don't know why, but it did. And I finally just said, it's got to go. We sold it for $150 plus $16 shipping. Still made good money. We didn't pay much, I think, but $12.99 or something for this particular camera. It wasn't a lot of money for that. So, you know, don't be afraid of that stuff. It does sell. I thought I could get over 200. Didn't. Got 150. All right, during the summer, I picked up a bunch of Keen's Keen sandals. These sold for $29 plus $8 shipping. Now you can tell, see what I did here? This was set for $8 for priority. They're probably going to go in first class. They're light enough, I might be able to make it. But it was set for priority. That's part of the issue is when the post office changes the prices, all your other ones are stuck at the $8 price instead of $8.75. So, you know, that can be a problem. And I think you can go, I don't know if you can go in and bulk list change these. I don't know. I don't worry about it. It's like, hey, it's probably more time to do that than just to let it run and eat the 75 cents. Not going to kill me. Not going to kill me. All right, up next, we always sell these. Every time you see this brand knife, you're going to sell it. Cutco. In the plastic holder, 5 knife set. It's not in all knives. Part of it was you can see, you know, there's a fork. And this one here is like a spatula. So there was 3 knives in those 2 pieces. We still managed to get $126 plus $17 shipping. Plus $17 shipping. All right, the next one I'm going to put up here, it's just too big to hold. It's down on the ground here. It is the turkey fryer, oilless turkey fryer by Masterbuilt. We sold it for $105 and $40 shipping. It should be able to ship in its own box, which is really cool. If you remember me talking about that, that's how I like to ship those if I can. So $40 on that. I'm gonna go down here and make sure I got everything. There you go. There's some stuff. Okay, I don't know what the whole total is here, you know, net wise, but you're looking, you know, with my $500 from Amazon, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably about $1,000 gross day. Okay, that's a nice solid day, right? Do you think I made more than $100 or $300 net? I'm pretty sure I did. So don't worry about it. Just get out there, do it. Don't fret over it. You guys can focus on finding good stuff. It'll sell. Watch your bank account grow. Watch your bank account grow. More videos right here. Take a look at those, all right? They're coming up. So if you want to watch some other videos, watch those. All right. Thanks, guys.